Hi, my name is Jen Leban. I am an elective teacher. My class is called Creative Technology, and I work at Sandburg Middle School in Elmhurst, Illinois. My role with teaching students technology is, there are a lot of components to it, but I am always trying to keep the curriculum really relevant and make it seem really useful to them. And one of the things is that tech does change a lot, so we talk about how to problem solve as technology changes, but I also like to teach just like little tips and tricks. So one of the things we do is email signatures, because students need to get used to, having an email address, emailing a teacher for help, etiquette and things like that. And one of the things that I would struggle with is if I get an email from a student, they wouldn't sign their name, and our email addresses are like ID numbers, so you can't always, it's not always easy to figure out. So there's like certain just information I would want from a student if I heard from them. I'm all 3 grade levels, I'm all the homeroom teachers, so I have to know everybody. So I teach students how to create a Gmail signature with that key information on there. And I remember a student teaching it one time, and she goes, "This is so useful. Why don't we learn stuff like this in all of our classes?" And I was like, that just made me feel so good. I was like, oh good, we're learning something that is relevant and useful in another class. So I try to do that with the things that we do. So the assignment has kind of evolved over time, and originally I was teaching students how to use just like a photo of yourself and your name and some basic information. But as the years go on, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, they have to update it, and doing the same thing over and over can be kind of boring. So I like to teach my 7th graders to take their 6th grade signature, and I go like, this is how you can take your project to the next level. And I like to show them how to use Screencastify to create a GIF and put that instead of your picture. So it's really fun to just be like, hey, here's this tool we have, here's this neat trick. It's just a quick, easy thing, but it really has a lot of impact for them. And I think it's a fun way to get to know your students. Sometimes just the variety. They'll have like their friend jump in, or they'll like pop up and down, or they'll like thumbs up the camera and do those sorts of things in their little GIF next to their name. It's really fun. The way they turn it in is they have to email me, so I get to see them all personally. So that's just super fun, but that's kind of a fun way to incorporate like SEL stuff with your students too. So that's good. The impact when students are creating these little GIFs is really incredible, and it's really apparent like right away, because all it takes is one student to start, and then it's like infectious, like, well, you did that, but I'm gonna do this. They kind of like raise the bar for each other with different things. They'll like, one will like run by the camera or back, and they'll like just very organically like kind of collaborate together and help each other with things like, okay, you hit play and I'm gonna do this thing, and it's cool to see that. So I think like student engagement way up, that's like a huge impact with just something really little, like, hey, here's how to make a GIF with Screencastify. My big tip for teachers, really with any tool, but even like especially with Screencastify, is just to emphasize to them how easy it is to use and not to be afraid of technology, and that even if you are hesitant, to kind of take that risk and jump in and use it, even if you don't feel 100%, because the kids will know it, they will teach you how to use it, you will learn so much from them, like you become a student too. And I know that sounds so like hoity-toity, but you really do. It's worth it to jump into something, even if you're not like, oh, I have this tech down flat, because you will learn by doing, just as the students learn by doing, and they love to show off things that they're an expert about, things that they know. It's just a great way to kind of get buy-in from your students as well, and they really kind of take ownership of the stuff that they do. Woohoo!